I've just been looking through the RC sites on YouTube, and I've noticed the Poor Boys RC Speed Challenge, and it's quite late at night here. We're here in Japan and it's coming up to 10 minutes to midnight, but I started to think about what car I would use. So I've been up in the loft and I've got this that's just been sitting about being spare. So I started off thinking, let's put this together, let's build it up for the challenge. But then the more I start thinking about this, is I'm not sure I can really be bothered to build that. So I've been through my old cars that I've built previously, and I already have a built tt02, and it's got a super stock TZ in it. Needs a bit of a clean. I obviously ran it in rally mode. I'm going to leave it like this. I think it might be a little bit broken. That's why it's just been sitting and I've forgotten I've had it. But it's good enough, I think, with a bit of a clean. So I think I'm going to start with this rather than building a new one. And a bit further review of the rules. I was quite pleased to see the new parts about running with brush motors without LiPo. So I'll start with this super stock, but then I do actually have, if I go and strip out my Avanti, I've got a, you can see that, but that is a that's an Acto Power TRF tuned motor, brushed motor. So I might swap that over first and start with that. So I'll do the TZ, then I'll do the Acto Power, go with that as brushed. I've got 6 and 7 cell batteries for this, so I've got a number of options. But then I could go a level up than that. I might do this as a Tamiya motor test challenge. So then I've got the super modified to go into it. And I know this is kind of breaking the purpose of trying to do this quite cheap, but I've got these. They've sat on the shelf doing nothing. And then the final one I'll do for this on the brush challenge is I've got these two. So I've got the Tamiya Volak MSC3 speed controller, and that runs with this, which is the Transpeed MS 9-turn Tamiya motor. So I'll run these first of all, I think, and then I'm going to go, I'll do some brush runs, running with this as the highest one. I need to take the model I've already got and clean it out, and make sure it's running, and then I'll put the high-speed gear set in it, and perhaps some higher rating gears. Not quite sure what body to run with it, but I've got this nice Nissan R390 GT1. That fits on there, or should fit on there quite nicely. That's one option. But the option I'm really thinking of going, just because it's such a cool body, I might go full 80s Group A touring car. I might go with this Nissan, this RS500 Cosworth body. Anyway, that's my very long prologue of joining the Poor Boys RC Speed Challenge and going for it with the brushed options. Next step is to run it and test it. I guess I will be using that as my speed check. Anyway, we're ready to go. Yeah, clean this up tomorrow, get it up and running, do some initial tests with the TZ motor, see how it runs.